Yes, we're back. We're back again in Train Sim. We're back again in the UK. We're back again in a Class 450. And probably back again on the Portsmouth Direct Line, which is where we are currently sat in Portsmouth, about to do the trip, initially anyway, from Portsmouth to Woking. I will let the passengers on board because they've been waiting patiently. That was quite loud. If you're watching this on YouTube, then welcome indeed. This going out on the channel on Whaleway Wednesday. Other content for me is something from OMSI on a Monday. On a Friday, a bit of a mishmash of things currently in a rotation of some flight, some farming, some firm bus, some all sorts of things on a Friday. Saturday, some trucking, that's coming to an end soon. And some random stuff on a Sunday, as if the rest of it wasn't random enough as it is. So yes, sat here at Portsmouth. So going to be going to various stops, ending up at Woking on this first trip we're doing. Anyway, so we are ready to depart. Let's give ourselves some forward momentum and make our way out. 15 mile an hour speed limit as we depart the station. So let's just back it off slightly and out we go into the sunshine. Yes, looking for a route to do. Really like this part of the country. Was down here just a few days ago from when I'm streaming this, and really is nice. Hi Don. So about a 90-minute trip up to Woking from here. Hopefully we don't come across too many issues. I'm sure there'll be a few. We haven't got an inside view handily. Rear of the train, still departing the station, and we will make our way outwards and upwards and speedywards towards Fratton in, well, 3/4 of a mile or less, so not very far apart. And I think we should be okay on speed. It hopefully won't do me too much for speeding by the time the whole of the train passes its way through the restriction. Holding at 15.9 miles an hour. That's not bad. We won't bother speeding up because we've got Fratton coming up just down here. So we are stopping at Fratton, Hilsea, Bedhampton, Havant, Rowlands Castle, Petersfield, Liss, Liphook, Haslemere, Godalming, Farncombe, Guildford, Worplesdon, and Woking. So plenty of stops along the way. First stop, Fratton. That's quite horny. That's definitely quite horny. I'm driving the old Portsmouth Direct instead of the new one. I don't know the differences. I just saw this route and I hadn't done it, so I did it. It's Portsmouth Direct. It's fine. I didn't scroll down enough for the new one. It's good. It's not a problem. Alright, a slow approach into Fratton. That was noisy. Exactly, as long as it's got Fratton in it, Portsmouth in it, which it has. That's where we left. That was, yeah, that was a noise going around that corner. That was definitely a noise. As things go, that was noisy. So Fratton, this is Fratton, Fratton, this is Fratton. Some sort of braking would be quite handy. It does need some WD, yeah. Okay, this thing doesn't want to stop. Okay. Note to self: brakes rubbish. Even at that speed. Well, not all of the train would have fitted on anyway, so it's fine. I don't feel so bad now. But blimey, okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Certainly if we approach some stops at a higher speed. Be like, yeah, we're not going to stop. Yeah, not WD-40 on the brakes. Probably not a good idea. On the squeaky bit. Which is steel on steel. Okay, Hilsea in 2.26 miles. That's going the wrong way. I'm doing good. So the first of 2 streams again today. So this now, for those watching live anyway. And then this evening, back with some Train Sim World 2, continuing the rush hour in the Ryzen, where we're going to be doing the 4 run, which I haven't done yet. So those watching on the YouTubes, that's already been out on the YouTube, because these aren't going out in order. Right, 80 limit. Approaching. And there it is. So we'll speed up a little bit. So we've only got 1.8 miles to go to our next stop. I'm guessing some of these stops won't be that far apart because of the time it's going to take us to get there. I'm not sure how far away our final destination is. 47 miles away is Woking. Yeah, I was looking for something diesel to drive, but really wanted to do something on the south coast, and I thought, well, I haven't driven this this scenario, and although, as Lau had pointed out, this is the old Portsmouth Direct, I just clicked on it and went, yeah, that'll do. You want to go down to the Winter Wonderland? I don't think it's open quite yet. By the time this goes on YouTube, it probably will be. Right, 1.1 miles to go to Hilsea. Brakes could be an interesting thing in that they may or may not work. And we're currently running 2 minutes behind time, which is part of the course, really, for me. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna stop, are we? I should have started braking a lot earlier. Okay, note to self: brake a lot earlier than that. Yeah, because you know I don't think any of the train is going to be in the. Oh, I don't know. Actually, it might be lucky here. I think some of the train might actually be in the station. That's really bad brakes. Okay, let's see if it. Yep. So, some of the doors are open. The front of the train is considerably past the station. It's quite horny. So we're in a forklift over there loading boxes. He puts it on the truck and it disappears. That's a bit cruel, isn't it? That's quite a manoeuvrability for that forklift as well. Hi, Golden Squid. I should have started braking. I should start braking now, ready for the next one. Right, let's give it all of the beans. Although we got a 50 coming up and then an 85 coming up. But we're 3.2 miles away from Bedhampton. So braking about a mile out, I think, is probably advisable. So we'll back it off for this 50 we've got. I quite like the horn. Then we go into an 85. So I can speed up a bit. Well, I didn't want to go into emergency for the brakes, so I was at like 80%. Right, we'll take it up to 85, and then we'll start braking about a mile out. We're running late. Actually, no, we're not. We're due in at 14:38. Our ETA is 14:38. So we're actually running back on time again, which is a miracle. It's a miracle. So we'll accelerate back up to the 85. Actually, doesn't sound too bad. 14:36 is the timetable. Yeah, we're due in at 14:36. Our ETA is 14:38. I was reading that as an 8. I've figured out the braking zone. No, I haven't. It's going to take a few stations for me to work that one out. It'll be grand. Right, we have got a 60 before we hit the station. We're doing nearly 80. Got it down, Pat. Don't call me Pat. Third time's the charm. You reckon? You have seen me do these before, Larwood. Right, I'm going to apply some breakage now. See if I can get it down. That's warning me of the 60. I don't want it to go sort of really harsh braking, but it'd be nice to get it down to a reasonable amount. So sort of 25 to 30 mile an hour as you cross the end of the platform is probably quite good. Actually, we're doing alright this time. We've probably braked too early. That's what's happened there. We've done the earliness with the braking. We'll come off the brakes slightly. Uh-oh. I'm now in fear that I'm going to overshoot again. Look how close Havant is to Bedhampton. That's like... They can walk between the two of those, surely. That's close to the railway. Yeah. Okay. Now what we've done is we've braked with the earliness, but we're on. Back of the train was never going to fit on the platform anyway, was it? That was just not going to be a thing. But okay. Failed on the first 3. Are we going to get a tick at Bedhampton? I doubt it. Failed at Portsmouth, failed at Fratton, failed at Hilsea.
Yeah.
Hawklin, thank you very much for the follow. Well, it's not my fault they put a long train. No, we failed at Bedhampton as well. Oh, it's going to be one of those, isn't it? If you're running 2 minutes late, you don't get a tick. Yeah, I know. Right, 3/4 of a mile to go to Havant. Yeah, if you are watching this on YouTube, there'll be a couple of links in the description below. One to the Twitch page where you can watch this madness live. Generally stream something for trains on Railway Wednesday. Same day it conveniently goes on YouTube. But not the same thing, obviously, because that would just be madness. And there'll also be a link down there to the Discord server as well. A slightly weird community on Discord. So both links in the description below. For those watching live, you know this is on Twitch because you're watching it. Yeah, a lot of the small, like really rural stations will be just a single carriage. Okay, into Havant. So I was down this way just a couple of days ago. Mind the bridge. Slightly less with the braking. We don't want to be using all of the platform, really, don't we? We don't want to be overusing the platform. Someone nicked the third rail. How was the third rail missing? How does it get? How are we getting power between there and there then if the third rail isn't there? This is relying on something further back the train, or is it just going to coast? We have arrived. So yeah, we're timetabled to arrive at 14:39. It's 14:41, so we're running a couple of minutes late. So we've still got Rowlands Castle, Petersfield, Liss, Liphook, Haslemere, Godalming, Farncombe, Guildford, Worplesdon, which I think is a made-up place, and Woking to go for this scenario. Rowlands Castle. Why has he got a castle? Why not? I suppose if you can have a castle, then have a castle. Seem to be sat quite low down. Right, 40 limit, then up to a 50 limit. As we depart here. No, because we're over 2 minutes late, so we don't get a tick. Most of the rural stations here only have platform for one door. Blimey. So it's got to be precise stopping. And you've got, I suppose if you use a line a lot, you'll know which carriage to be in for certain platforms, for certain stations. If not, the guard or the driver will say, if you're departing here, make sure you're in the forwardmost or rearmost carriages. Obviously, there are certain trains that will split as well. So if you're in the front half or back half, the train will split at certain places. So you could end up somewhere where you don't want to be. Which, you know, not advisable then to fall asleep whilst on the journey. Bing. Alright, 50 limit, back to an 85 limit. 2.4 miles to go to get to the castle that belongs to Rowland. Although up to an 85, back down to a 70. So we'll keep our acceleration. That's a view. That's definitely a view. A train spotter's delight, that one. Yeah, I'm going to spot trains. I'll just sit in this bush and spot some trains. Alright, Rowlands Castle, just coming onto the scrolly thing. The thing down the bottom here. That was a noise. Warning me of the speed limit change. Down to a 70. Not that we're going to get to that anyway. And that was also a beeping noise, because they happen. .68. So we'll come off the power a little tiny bit, because we've got to do some of the stopping thing up here at the castle that belongs to Rowland. Is there actually a castle there? I'm guessing there'd be a castle around it, otherwise it wouldn't be called Rowlands Castle. Keep an eye out for the castle. Or was there a castle? He makes musical instruments in there, does he? Oh, yeah, I get that. Is his rival a Mr. Korg? Is there a Korg's castle around here somewhere as well? That's very squeaky. Hi, Chris. Right, into Rowlands Castle we come. Oh, not bad. Not bad on the stop. Actually, that's not bad on the stopping. That's I obviously there's no way the whole train's going to fit in the station. That's a ridiculously long train, isn't it? It's not even like half the train can't fit in the. Why would you put a train of this length on this line when you've got no chance of, like, anybody at the back has got no hope of getting out of this train? Everyone's going to be in these first, like, what, 3 carriages? Yeah, first 3 carriages, really. 4 at a push. Right, Petersfield is the next one in 8.35 miles, which is some miles. More than 7, less than 9 of the miles. Alright, so we've got an 85, then we've got a noise, 75. So we're due in at Petersfield at 14:55, our ETA 14:56. So if that's correct, we'll only be running about a minute behind time. Oh, then a 60. Okay, it's not exactly a high-speed run then to Petersfield. It'll be fine. Alright, 75 coming up. And then we got to slow it down. Hopefully not for long. Yeah, that's warning me of the speed limit change, so we'll back it off slightly just so we can get back down to the 60 before that happens. Done your line. Never actually travelled this line. I'd like to. So I was down this way on Monday. Well, I went down the M3, then the M27. Oh, no bush shot. It's definitely a long train for this line. Is that 12 car, something like that? It's got to be something around that. Demand bushes. Yeah, 12 car, and considering 4 won't even fit on the platforms we've been to so far, apart from Portsmouth. The whole train was in the station at Portsmouth, and it'll probably all fit in at Woking, I should imagine, but then it won't fit anywhere else. So yeah, so tonight back with more trains, Train Sim World 2, carrying on a look at the rush hour Rowlands line. And then tomorrow night some multiplayer fishing, and tomorrow lunchtime something else single player, and then something else again on Friday lunchtime, and then some trucking Friday night. So some extra streams this week. Obviously, for those of you watching on YouTube, you have noticed no difference. Alright, 5 miles to go to Petersfield. It seems like quite a low speed for this line, but we are going uphill. We've done Maine to California. Oh, don't. The California Zephyr is on my bucket list. Just the idea of spending a couple of days on a train just sat looking out the window is just idyllic. Okay, we got a 40 coming up, so we'll slow it down a little bit. I'm guessing it's a 40 through the tunnel by the looks of things, and then back up to a 70 the other side. Yeah, there's the one in Australia as well, the Garn. That's a fair few days. I think that's one of those life, bucket list type trips. Yeah, it is. I've seen a few people have done sort of video or YouTube content on it. It just looks awesome. Right, we have slowed down a little bit early, but it's fine. We're in no rush, well, apart from the whole timetable thing, but yeah, it'll be alright. I like the squeakiness you've got going on behind us. Actually, we're doing a speedy thing going in. So slow it down a little tiny bit. It's going a little bit downhill. So you've got to be careful you don't speed through the tunnel. Oh, that was cool. I like that. Oh, Banff to Vancouver. Oh yeah, lovely. Oh, what a cool noise through there. Oh, now I've got to do the whistly. Not the same without the echo. Right, so back to a 70. Then up to an 85. 2.4 miles to go to get to Petersfield. So this is a 90-minute route. And then we'll see if we can tack on another one after it. Trans-Siberian Express? Oh God, no. That's a bit too long. Right, 2 miles downhill-ish, sort of, slightly, a bit downhill. A little bit with the hill going down. And Petersfield is coming into view. iSim TV. Yeah, last year I was going to take the train across to Germany. Obviously, you can get the Eurostar, and then change and go to Frankfurt by train. But obviously, then something happened. I don't know why. Travel was restricted. I'm not sure what's going on there. Braking, some braking. Okay, bit less braking. If I may ask, when you arrived on the stream, on which we are on the route. Which route are we on? It does say in the stream title, Portsmouth Direct. No idea what happened last year. You live in Florida, so no clue. So the coronavirus, the global pandemic thing, hasn't made it to Florida. That's fine. It's not a problem. No. So the chimney's on fire. Somebody needs to tell them that their chimney's on fire. Right, so coming into Petersfield. So far we've got crosses on all the stops we've made because we're running late. So we are going to fail at the end when we do arrive at Woking, but it's fine. Florida's known for old people, isn't it? What do I think is the most scenic and beautiful train journey in the UK? It'd be one of the Scotland ones, I would have thought. Actually, the run along Dawlish down in Cornwall's really nice. But probably the West Highland Line extension, whatever it is, up in that there, Scotland. Carrower is it just looks like an awesome place. And stop. You're going to stop. Is there going to be some stopping? There is some stopping. Back of the train, nowhere near. Well, actually, yeah, well, not bad. I could have probably got another bit of that carriage in if I'd have pulled forward a little bit more. Actually, it probably would have gone in if I'd have pulled forward a bit more, but it's fine. That's right, they didn't all want to get off the train. It's okay. Liss is in 3.44 miles. Got no guard giving us the meep meep. She says, yeah, doors are shut, off you go. So we'll see if there's another scenario when we've done this one on this same line. It's a little bit shorter. This is about a 90-minute long route. So 80 where we are currently, going to a 50 down here. That's warning me of the impending 50. Slight downhill. Looks like a slight downhill anyway. So we'll stick under the 50. An overhead shot. Yeah, I imagine the Colorado would be quite nice. Up into the mountains. Yeah, we've got overnight sleepers here that run from London down to Cornwall and London, or from London to Scotland. But it's like a 5-hour journey or 6-hour journey, so it's not actually an overnight trip. So I think one at the Scotland one, it just pulls into a siding for a few hours. It's not a true, you're not travelling all night. It does travel overnight, but it doesn't take as long travelling wise as the actual journey takes. Corn as far as the eye can see. So we've got an 80 coming up just down here, but only 2 miles from our next station. So we're probably not going to increase our speed by that much. There's the Orient Express, isn't there? That still runs. That's sort of one of the pinnacles of luxury. You got to get dressed for dinner and everything. Kansas, Oklahoma, Missouri. Quite boring. I'm sure the residents of Kansas, Oklahoma and Missouri will appreciate you saying they're boring. They probably are, in all fairness. Yeah, old tunnel's still booming. I'm doing good, Skelly Cat. Thank you very much. Right, 1 mile to go to Liss. Slightly uphill, so shouldn't need to do too much in the way of the brakings. There's a car crossing in front of me. Oh my god! Okay, that was a little bit dangerous. Surely someone should close the barrier rather than have a bus driver risk the life of himself and all the people on the bus. Hi Sam. Right, half a mile to go until we get to Liss. There's a bus driver who cares about punctuality. I will be on time. There's a 50-50 chance we're going to arrive there. 50, we may arrive, we may not. But damn it, am I going to try and match that timetable? Right, slowing down into Liss. No, I'm risking coming across this one. All of the brakings, some more of the braking. Or we're going to be okay. Sorted. Not bad. Back of the train, yeah, not a hope. It's still straddling the crossing. Yeah, that's not going to fit in there. So crosses all the way so far. So we're here at Liss. We've still got Liphook, Haslemere, Godalming, Farncombe, Guildford, Worplesdon, which I still think is a made-up place, and Woking to go. Hi, Hillsman. Right, Liphook in 4.6 miles. I don't know if they will run 12 cars on this line, possibly, but may not stop at all these stations. It does seem a bit big. It's actually not bad for an electric train, which I'm not normally a fan of. I don't mind the audio. The other choice to do today was the London to Brighton, but I've done that a few times. I've done this a few times, in all fairness, but I hadn't done this one. Okay, speeding up to an 80. That's one of the reasons Waterloo's the busiest station. Yeah, I should imagine actually. A lot of stuff comes from the south. I don't know what livery this is. I think it's because I've got the old version, or running the old version of this. It's unliveried. I really need to look for some new routes for Train Sim. I don't know what else is out. So I'm running out of new stuff to do for the UK, so I'll have to have a hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Sim TV, thanks very much for the follow. Welcome to the madness. Right, slowing down. Got an 80 here. 2 miles, well, under 3 miles to go to Liphook. So yeah, tonight back with more trains in Train Sim World 2, carrying on with the Ryson Rush Hour DLC. Having another look at that one, doing the full route. We never did that last time, we just did all the looking at the trains. Tomorrow lunchtime, something else single player. Don't know what yet. Tomorrow night, some multiplayer fishing. That's going to go well. Friday lunchtime, again, something else single player to be decided. And Friday night, some trucking in ETS2. And Saturday night, it's probably going to be some golf with friends, I should imagine. England seems like very short train rides. It's a good sort of, 6 hours from London to Edinburgh. You can go further up, and sort of 6 or 7 hours from London down to Cornwall. So a couple of longer routes. Right, slowing down into Liphook. Yeah, there's no train crossing between England and Ireland. There's ferries. You don't have to fly, you can take the ferry. Alright, a mile to go. Yeah, several ferries that connect south and north. Half a mile to Liphook. Went to Northern Ireland for the first time a couple of years ago. Incredibly nice. Would love to go back. Did Northern Ireland and Scotland both for the first time in the same trip. Really impressed by both places. There's been a lot of talk about doing a bridge between the UK and Ireland, coming in from Scotland at its shortest point, but a lot of controversy over it. Bridges, tunnels have been mentioned. Same with the Isle of Wight. A lot of talk about putting a bridge to the Isle of Wight because that's incredibly close. But they're concerned, I think, there is that tourism would then ruin the island, considering that's the thing that they rely on, because too many people would then have access to it. And we're going to stop. Is there any stopping that's going to happen? Some stopping has happened. Going to Ireland in 2023. Nice. So back of the train, not anywhere near the station. What if you're sat here and you realise you got to get off at Liphook? You got no chance, have you? You got to run through what, 1, 2, 3, like 5 carriages to get out of the train. You got no hope. Like, I'm just going to miss the station then. I'll have to go to the next one, hope I can get off there and wait and get the next train back again. Even if I'd have pulled forward for the full length of the platform, you'd have had no chance of getting off. Right, Haslemere is in 3.87 miles. Shouldn't really be horny in a station, but, you know, why not? Okay, I do prefer third rail compared to overhead, because overhead lines, I'm guessing they're more efficient than third rail, but third rail just, it doesn't affect the landscape and the way that things look. Well, nice, tracing your family tree. That's a bit of a lean. As leaning goes. Train's so long it can't even get it all in one pass. Forgot to do the horn. Well, we had a famous train back here in the 80s, I want to say. I've been in the original, I've been in one of them. The APT, the Advanced Passenger Train, that was designed because of the way the rail network is here. They're not straight, so in order to try and get more speed out of the line, they thought about having a tilting train, so that it could tilt into the corners, consequently then go faster. It was a complete flop. Now the Pendolinos do lean, but yeah, this was the first one, and a huge disaster. I don't think I'm going to stop at the station. Oh, actually, no, I think we're going to be okay. Right, single yellow and a track change. So next signal is red. I'm guessing we got to come off the main line then to go into Haslemere and then through and rejoin. Yeah, it was groundbreaking, wasn't it? But out of that came the 125, which is only supposed to be a temporary stopgap, which is why the original design of it was just rushed and wasn't intended for long-term service, but ended up being, well, and still is in service. Right, to Haslemere we come. I keep wanting to say hazelnut instead of Haslemere. I don't know why, I don't like that. More of the some of the braking, lots of all of the braking. Wow, this thing just doesn't like stopping, does it? Blimey. Okay, Okay, those will open. Oh, actually, all the train, nearly. Overshoe at the front, and all of the train could have fitted on this platform. It's like, no, yeah, okay, the driver's useless. Not quite. Well, technically, that door could have opened, in all fact. That one, yeah, I could see a bit of an issue. But that one could have opened. I suppose they can't open, like, some of them. It's like all of them or nothing. So those should have opened. People would have gone, ah! Right, Godalming is next in 8.47 of the distances. How are we doing on the... nope, all crosses. We've failed on every single stop so far. We're doing well. There's some speeding. Yeah, good if we didn't carry on. That wouldn't have ended well. Oh, no, did the speeding. Thank you. Are we going to do that? No, you're going to speed up again, aren't you? Why are we still doing 30? Oh, 85. That's better. Right, go, 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 go. Pretty quick at accelerating this. Yeah, I didn't get a choice in what the length of the train was. It's just what was packaged with the scenario. Okay, back off the throttle because we're going downhill. Well, hopefully not ramming speed. That's not really a speed you want, it's ramming speed. Not in a train, it's not ideal, it generally doesn't end well. Right, 85.5, back on the throttle a little bit, brakes rather. It's a slight downhill. So we're due into Godalming at 15:24. We're actually our ETA says we're going to arrive early. Could this be the first tick we get of the journey? Could we actually arrive early at Godalming? Is it going to be a thing? So yeah, if you just joined, the first of two streams today, back this evening with our normal Wednesday night, Railway Wednesday, looking at the Rush Hour DLC, the Ryzen for Train Sim World 2. That's this evening at 6 p.m. So double Railway Wednesday. Okay, 5 miles to go to Godalming. Yes, I'm only doing these lunchtime streams because I've got a week off work. I thought, well, why not do some extra streaming? Okay, speed up over this hump. He says, speed up over this hump. Why aren't we stopping here? Don't they deserve a train? They might want a train. They might want to go to Woking. Did anybody ever want to go to Woking? Right, back down the other side. So be prepared to get on the breakages. Let him drive a train. I just snuck in, hoping that no one noticed. Doing all right so far. Yeah, hi Richard. Right, down to an 80, so we'll slow down slightly. Not much traffic coming the other way, such a busy line. Thought I would have seen more. Obviously down to the map creator. Whether it's I'm using the old version, I don't know. I didn't even see 2 versions listed, unless I just didn't scroll down far enough. I just saw a line I hadn't done. It was 90 minutes long, got excited and picked it. Right, so we got a 60 as well coming up. So we'll keep the speed reducing, so we can make our way down towards the 60. And we're still due to arrive early. 15:23 is our ETA, timetabled for 15:24. So are we going to get a tick? Is it going to happen? Is there going to be some tickage? Okay, that's warning us of the speed limit. Which we actually have to slow down a little bit more for. And a bit more than that by the looks of things. 65. Are we going to be at 60 before we hit the... Ooh, a little tiny bit of speeding. I think we just about got away with it. Actually, yes, I do know a stream I'm doing later this week. On Friday, there's going to be some more Bus Sim 21. Really enjoyed that yesterday. Not sure what to do tomorrow yet. And next Tuesday, some Bus Sim 21 in multiplayer. Haven't done that before. Okay, into Godalming we come. You joined the Discord. Awesome, thank you for that. Right, into Godalming we come. Slowly. Very slowly and slightly overshooting the end of the... just a little bit overshooting with the end of the thing. It's fine. There we go. Oh, see, if I hadn't overshot the end, that end, this end would have gone on. But it would have been grand. Are we going to get a tick, though? Because we are early.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Burns. Hello, Smithers. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the madness. Well, the chilledness, really. It's not really madness, is it? Train Sim. Train Sim's quite chilled. It's probably one of the most chilled streams I do. Cheers, Nocturnal. So lunchtime streams aren't a regular thing. I do stream lunchtimes on a Saturday for now and a Sunday lunchtime. But during the week, not normally a thing. I wish I could. Okay, are we going to get a tick? Yay! We got our first tickage. Woohoo! Right, Farncombe. Be careful how you say that one. In just under a mile. You watched the 8 hours in a pacer video. Yeah, we're going to be doing another one of those this Christmas. I don't know what yet, in what train. I would like to do I've forgotten what it's called now. Penzance to Paddington. So I'd like to do the reverse journey. We've done Paddington to Penzance in a pacer. I'd like to do Penzance to Paddington in a thumper, because it just sounds awesome. So that will be something we'll try and do over the Christmas period. So another 7 or 8 hour stream. Right, into Farncombe we come. Right, can we nail this one? Well, we're due to arrive at 16:27. Our ETA is 16:27. We're actually on time. So we managed to make up the little bit of time we had lost. God, I forgot this thing doesn't like braking, does it? And 4 miles from the end of the platform. It's fine. I'm scared to look down the other end now, because I bet it'll all fit on. Actually, no, it wouldn't have fitted on anyway. We just block in the junction. It's all right. They won't mind. They won't be angry at all. Just a queue of traffic and some buses we're holding up. It's fine. You know, people that live in these houses can be used to the thing going off for long periods. Imagine living next to a railway crossing. People buy houses next to railways and then complain about the noise. Like, what? People live near Heathrow Airport and then complain about the plane noise. You bought a house near Heathrow Airport. Really? Right, 3.18 miles, precisely, to the Guildfords. Oh, more tickage. We got another tick. So we got Guildford, Worplesdon, which I'm still sure is made up, and Woking to go. And then we'll do another scenario on this line. Ever played any city building sims? Skylines? A couple of the medieval ones. Can't remember what it's called now. Banished? Sort of medieval city building type sim. Huge fan of the Settlers. So what sort of started that sort of genre? I think Sim City. I did a video on one of the Sim Cities. But yeah, Skylines I've done. Bing! Right, okay, we got 75 here. And then through a couple of little tunnels before we get that slow down to Guildford. Yes, the train stealing episode. Well, on YouTube it was one train stealing episode. On Twitch it was 3. It took 3 separate Twitch streams to get that one complete video for YouTube. And I don't think anybody watched it on YouTube as far as the bit where I stole the train. All that effort. underappreciated. Which is why I prefer doing the live stuff. And we'll be changing the way I do content next year. Right, slowing down to a 25. Hopefully, as we come into Guildford. Oh, tunnel. That wasn't very echoey, was it? Oh, disappointing tunnel. Wow. Yeah, I do check the analytics for YouTube. And yeah, I understand that people don't watch everything, and I get that. Which is why YouTube isn't my focus next year. The only thing going on YouTube will be the Twitch streams. Right, slowing down to the 25 and then a 50 just as we approach Guildford, so we've got to like speed up. So yeah, over Christmas there'll be a lot of streams. I'll be here every day, including Christmas Day. I'm not sure where I was last year. So some Christmas Eve trucking, something Christmas Day evening. And then New Year's Eve, won't be here New Year's Eve, because the last couple of years we've tried to do something stream-wise, but people spend time with families and friends and stuff like that New Year's Eve. So we'll do something New Year's Eve lunchtime, but not New Year's Eve. Can upload regular videos to Twitch. Or I live stream on Twitch. Those videos then go to YouTube, so the other way around. But I'm here 6 days a week on Twitch. Sometimes, as in this week, twice a day. Right, into Guildford, where we might actually all fit on the station for the first time, if I can stop. If there is some stoppage, are we going to stop? Is there going to be? Are we going to? That's actually not bad with the stopping. Those doors are open. Oh, you scumbag train! Why didn't any of these open? What's going on? Okay, but hey, that's just mad. Why didn't any of these? It's like no one can get off down. I parked that perfectly. It's just the first carriage. No one can get off all of the rest of the carriage. So what? I don't get that. The second carriage and beyond, nothing. First carriage, yeah, you can get off there. Right, Worplesdon, which again, I'm sure is made up, is the next one in 3.5 miles. We've got a tick for that, though. So Worplesdon and then Woking, which is 6 miles over there. We're due into Worplesdon at 15:39. ETA 15:38, so we're due to arrive a minute early. And then 15:43. 10 minutes. How is this a 90-minute scenario then, where we're going to be there probably, what, an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes after starting? Well, not every live stream goes on YouTube, and it will be the same next year, because, you know, I live stream 6 days a week, so I don't put 6 live streams a week on YouTube, so they don't all make it. Some because of the content, some because they're just not really something that YouTube would enjoy. Certain stuff like train sim does go on YouTube. The bus sim I'm doing at the moment goes on YouTube, and that's probably about it, actually. Flying, yeah, taking a break from flying. I'll come back to it over the winter. Alright, 85 limit, 2 miles to go to Worplesdon. We've got 90 limit. What's the point of giving 90 limit? Because just down here there's going to appear a station. There's no way that... And I know coming into Woking we're not going to be doing high speed stuff. Will golf make it to YouTube? No. Because of the language, basically. So golf's one of those things you should watch live. We'll be doing that Saturday night. I plan on doing Wreckfest, but we've never had much success with Wreckfest servers and the lag, so I might do some golf on Saturday night. We'll see. We'll post details in the Discord. I'll see who's around. Right, so better start slowing down. Ready for Worplesdon. And then into Woking. And we'll find another scenario, see if we can do one going the other way. Worplesdon, exactly, that's what I said. Worplesdon does sound like a made-up place. It's like, well, just find a place name that doesn't exist and just shove a station there. Where do you live? Worplesdon. Really? It obviously isn't a made-up place. Also a place where I'm going to overshoot the station. Is there a pacer in Train Sim World? No. Actually, no, that stopping's not bad. Oh, see, now the stations, now the doors open. Apart from, I don't know what happened at the last station then. These open apart from that one, and you can sort of see that you wouldn't expect that one to open, but the rest of them have. That's just obviously a bit of a Train Sim glitch. Could have gone forward a little bit more. Probably got another one of those on. So this is Worplesdon. So the final stop for this scenario is Woking, which is 2.5 miles that way. And then we'll do another scenario. If you've got a new addiction. Maximum speed, 100 miles an hour. What's the most we've got to? 85 so far. I can't see us getting that higher speed between here and Woking. Because it's only 2.5 miles away. Train spotting. Oh dear. That's quite... oh dear. I used to do it a bit as a kid because there wasn't anything else to do here in the summer holidays. We used to go and spend the day stood on Swindon train station. Cheap day out. walk into town, just get like a 2p platform ticket, so it allowed you to be on the platform, and then just train spot and then walk back home again. But inevitably you just saw the same trains. Right, 2.53 because it's the same trains that just ran up between Bristol and London. Right, 90 limit. Let's give it the proverbial beanage. Make our way towards Woking. Although we got a 40 limit coming up. So yeah, we won't be doing high speed, will we, with a 40 just down here. That's not going to be a thing. So yeah, this scenario took less time than I thought. Well, it is going to take less time than I thought it was going to. It's supposed to be a 90-minute scenario, and I'm due to arrive on time in 7 minutes. So it's not a 90-minute scenario. How could they get the time wrong? Was it actually 90 minutes from leaving? Let's put some slowing down. 14:23 to 15:43. How is that 90 minutes? Oh, train sim. Right, double yellows. Slow it down to 40. Ready to come into Woking. Well, most towns, etc., have got names for a reason. Names come from names given to an area, so either named after people or that comes out of language. Alright, more double yellows as we enter into Woking. Alongside a freight train. Alright, double yellow again up here. It'd be quite interesting to live in. Don't know if I want a view of train tracks though. Or we can hear the diesel look. That sounds quite nice. Class 37. That does sound quite nice. Right, in we come to Woking. Oh, that 37's picking up speed now. Oh, that's quite nice. See, that's why I like diesels. Right, Woking, we have arrived in you. Some of the train is in the platform, some of it didn't quite make it. It's fine. They can walk forward a couple of carriages and get off. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. Journey complete. Another driver will leave you for the remainder of the journey to London Waterloo. Your efforts could have been better. Examine the trip summary for more details. My efforts could have been better. That just sums it up, really, doesn't it? I picked up passengers at 4 out of 15 platforms. Well, I didn't. I picked up passengers at all of the platforms. I was just late at a couple of them. Right, so let's go and see if we can find another one. He's scrolling down. East Coast Main Line. London to Brighton, London Underground, Midland Main Line, Portsmouth Direct. There we go. Hightail to the harbour. Join an 8-car 450 at Woking on its way to Portsmouth Harbour. This is semi-fast service. Should only be calling at principal stations along the route. That sounds good to me. So we'll make our way back to Portsmouth then from Woking. So not stopping at every one this time, so only stopping at principal stations. So we will do this one. So 70-minute scenario. You're only stopping at principal stations today. Check your task log for your timetable. Good luck. And it's waning. So Woking, we've got to pull in at then. So let's make our way forward. Put our wiper on. Have we got lights on? We have got lights on. So we're in 8-car this time. Yeah. So making our way back down to Portsmouth in the rain. So this time we're calling at Guildford, Haslemere, Petersfield, Havant, Fratton and Portsmouth. So yeah, 7 stops this time. Is that a red? Oh God. Oh God. Oh, thankfully. Whew, that's all right. We're okay. We're okay. That was lucky. That would have been a good start, wouldn't it? Like, oh God. We run a red before you even get into the first station. Okay, so Woking. Duck under the bridge. I'll smack your head on the bridge. So we've got a flashing yellow going out the other way. We'll stop and pick up our passengers at Woking. Providing we can actually do the stopping thing at the Wokings. Yep, no, we're fine. Right. See? Now, why didn't they open? Now, loads of gap, but the platform, I can get another train in back there. But, okay, I'm not going to question it. Well, I did, obviously. Right, we've got a flashing yellow ahead of us, which means something. It means there's some sort of issue with the bulb. It's flashing. Yeah, some people watch whilst they're doing other things. People do watch while they're at work, etc. So they have the stream on but can't necessarily chat. So lunchtime ones are generally quieter, which is quite nice sometimes. Right. So the next one's going to be a single yellow. By the looks of things, providing we stay on this and don't move. Right, yeah, single yellow and the track change coming up. So hopefully then the next one after that will be a green one. keep our speed down, sort of half line speed. Until we check that the next... Oh God, oh God, oh God. No, that's not me, is it? That's that one. We're okay. We're okay. That's that line. We're okay. Oh God, panicking. Right, our signal's down here. Hopefully it's green. If it's green, we can get a move on. Or are we going to switch back round to here? Nope. I'm going to carry on. It's green. We have a green. Green is go. Right. 5 miles to Guildford then. Did we come in on this line? I can't remember coming in round this sort of zigzaggy, cornery thing. Guess we must have done. Unless we're bypassing some of the other stations going back out, going round them. Anywho, 90 and 5 miles in the wane. So make our way back down to... We failed at Woking. Good start. So we've got Guildford, Haslemere, Petersfield, Havant, Fratton, and finally Portsmouth and Southsea. So slightly less stops. Similar route time to the one coming up. .5 miles an hour looks like a good speed. See if we can go a little bit faster.
Oh, yeah.
So foxy. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the madness. Well, the chilledness, really, as this is today, which is quite nice. I'm sure it won't be this evening in Train Sim World 2 because I won't have a clue what I'm doing. Which is probably the same in most of the streams. Yeah, cheers, Dazza. Enjoy the worky thing. Yeah, so the interesting one this week, well, what's going to be the weird one this week, I think is going to be doing some multiplayer fishing tomorrow. That's going to be, yeah, it's going to be a thing. Not sure if it's going to be a thing that's going to be repeated, but it'll be a thing. Okay, got a 50 coming up, so we'll do the slowing down thing. Okay, that's now... I'm going to have to go heavy on the brakes, because that's a single yellow. So the next one could be a red. Yep. Heavy on the breakage. Past the travel lodge. If it is red, I don't even think I'm going to stop at it now. Where are you? Okay. It's yellow? Single yellow. Okay. difficult to see coming around the corner as to which one's which line, because we come around the corner. Alright, track 4. With a single yellow, so red is at the other end of the platform, so we're okay there. Half a mile to go, we're coming into Guildford. We're due in at 11:32, our ETA is 11:33, so we are running a minute late. What's a minute? Well, 60 seconds, you know. It's a lot of tracks at Guildford. You ever tried driving out the HUD? Yeah, I have done. I keep it there for 2 reasons. 1, it benefits me, so I can see what speed limits are. And 2, it benefits those watching. So it's easier to see then, you know, where the next station is, when I'm due, what's going along here, where the position of the throttles are. You know, you can have it in minimize mode, like that, so it'll still give you that relevant information. But I've just got used to having it in the large mode. And now I'm not going to stop. That was some close stoppage. Nothing to do with my quality streaming then, Tux. Just because everyone's bored. Right, Guildford, where I'm sure I'm going to fail again. So double yellows coming out of Guildford. What's time? 32, 33. About a minute. Yeah, I failed. Haslemere in 12 miles. So that was double yellow. So the next one could be a single yellow, which is going to be the other end of the tunnel, I think. Your partner lives in Haslemere. Cool. There's lots of speeding going on there. Alright, 60 up to the 70. All of the gin joints in all of the towns, you had to walk into mine. And he didn't say, play it again, Sam. It's a myth. Alright, keep accelerating slowly, a bit more fastly. That's a word. Fastly is a word. Yeah, he didn't say play it again, Sam. Right. 85. Oh, back down to a 70 again. Okay, we'll do 70 then. So we're ready for the 70ness. Right, double yellow. So next one could be a single yellow. Did I know you can actually drive a train in Omsey? There's trams, and there's also the suspended railway at Wuppertal, yes. What's the next one? If it's a yellow, I'm going to have to get on the brakes because the next one's all just there. Okay, on the brakes. Double yellow. And we'll slow it down just in case. The Wuppertal suspended railway thing is actually quite cool. It's quite well done. The actual line is actually quite cool. Not the OMSI version, but the actual version. That's a single yellow. So I'll continue to do the slowy down thing. Ready for the next one being wed. Nope. Didn't tell me I was going to get held up behind other trains. How inconvenient is that? Having other vehicles in front of me, trains in front of me. You know, the things that go on the rails. Alright, what's this next light doing? Why do they put it round a corner? Why can't they put it where I can see it? It's red. It's red. Okay, we have the light that's red. We're not even stopping at this station either. We could have done. Could have picked up some people. See, now I stop fine when I don't have to stop here. Oh, hang on, we got a yellow. So there is a train in front of us. If I go slowly, it's going to sod off, isn't it? So it's one block in front of me, well, a clear block in front of me. Or 2 blocks in front of me, actually, if I got a yellow. Right, next signal's there. That's a 60. So with a single yellow, I should really be doing like half line speed. So we'll do that until I can then see the next signal. That's warning me of it. The train can another way. So yeah, we've got Haslemere, Petersfield, Havant, Fratton and Portsmouth. Were we waiting for that train? I wonder if that's crossed in front of me somewhere. And that's what's caused my issue. We'll see what happens when I can see the next signal. Check? Who writes checks? PayPal, instant. See, once again they put the signal round the corner. Cash is in the post. Oh, that's safe. That will definitely arrive. Right, we got a green. So let's speed back up again. 75, then an 80. Eight miles to go to Haslemere. And definitely a gloomy day. Skybox isn't the best, is it? But I don't care. This may not look pretty, but it's still the best train sim of the choice out there. Okay, 80 limit, then an 85 limit. That's some tight corners to be doing these sorts of speeds. See that one little G meter thing's been pushed right over to the outside. Yeah, so I will be doing Train Sim World 2 later. To look at the current, looking at the rush hour thing, but of the two of them, I still prefer this. Mainly because of the variety of routes. Okay, single yellow. Slowing down again. Unfortunately, OMSI is the best bus sim. Although, very impressed with Bus Sim 21. Right, slow it down till I can see the signal. So it definitely looks like we're following another slow moving train. Yeah, who's Hope and why are they getting abandoned? That looks red to me. To you. Bus Sim 2012. Yeah, I don't think so somehow. Well, that's enough of a reason to abandon her then. Oh, yellow now. It's come back just as I start slowing down. We're going to have this all the way, aren't we? We're going to be following something, causing delays the whole way. Right, Dazza. Right, so we know that's a yellow, so we'll stick to about 40 until we can see what the next one is. Hopefully it's green, because you want to start making a accelerated journey. And must have been this will be round a corner as well. So here's the next signal. I bet it won't be in my eye line when I come around this corner. It'll be tucked around another corner. I think it's do it on purpose. It's like, right, we're going to have trains coming down here at high speed. We'll just hide it around the corner. So you've got to be more cautious. Why isn't this station on there? What's that all about? Yeah, one thing is though, Tuck, she's certainly a belter. Come on, signal. You've got to be around here somewhere, hiding around the corner. Please be a green one. A bit like fruit pastels. Anyone want the green one in fruit pastels? A bit like Smarties, I can't tell. And jelly tots, they all taste the same. It is a green one. Okay, right, we can speed up again. See, hidden around a corner. Evil. Right, also mean I'll get back to speed. Bet this one will be a yellow now, because we are following something. Well, Smarties, yeah. Jelly Tots are the one that's just sugar. Which I've still got like 5 bags of downstairs. Like most things that are bad for you, though, taste nice. Yeah, real train drivers will spend, well, sometimes their whole career on one route, because learning the line takes a lot of time. It's like London Underground drivers, they'll pretty much spend their whole time on one line. Oh, another green. We're okay. So I don't know what's happened to that train we were following. Right, 2 miles to go to Haslemere. And then we've got Petersfield, Havant, Fratton, and finally Portsmouth. Well, it's like truck drivers. You know, there are truck drivers that will just do the same route over and over again. You know, daily trunking routes, and they quite like that. You know, I wouldn't mind that. Turn up, know exactly what you're doing, do it, and then leave again. Like people that work on production lines. I don't think I could do it, but knew someone that did, or got family that worked for Land Rover and Rover. And you just go in, you do the same thing for 8 hours, you come home. There's no worries, there's no stress. You know exactly what you're doing from day to day. And you get paid a lot of money for doing it. Well, there's not a lot of that going on in Swindon currently with Honda closing. Alright, slowing down for Haslemere. Still on greens. Like a bus driver, no thanks. Money's not very good, and the whole unsociable hours thing. So no thank you. You know, if you're an unskilled worker, then yeah, bus driving earns more than just working in a warehouse. And if you're happy doing all sorts of hours of the day and Saturdays, Sundays, but yeah, no thanks. I like leaving work at 5 p.m, not having to worry about work, and finishing at 5 on a Friday and knowing you're not back until Monday morning. Yeah, and up to £700 a week in London or around that area. You wouldn't earn that round here. Alright, into Haslemere. Slowly. Yeah, so earn up to, if you're working nights, if you're working weekends, if you're working like Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So if you're working all the shifts that nobody else wants to work, you can earn, as a pro rata, £700 a week. No one's ever going to earn that amount of money. Yeah, it's good money. Don't get me wrong. It's probably a good sort of £400 or £500 a week before tax. So it's not to be sniffed at. Which again, if you're coming from someone that works in somewhere working in a supermarket or in a warehouse, then yeah, you're earning more than you would do doing that. But for me, no. I quite like Monday to Friday, finishing at 5 p.m. Thanks very much. Right, Petersfield in 11.9 miles. So we got a tick from Haslemere. We're actually on time at Haslemere. So hopefully we don't get any lights now slowing us down on the way to Petersfield. So we're due there at 12:01. Our ETA is 12:01. So roughly on time. Oh yeah, you know, a lot of bus drivers want the easy route, don't they? And I should imagine when you start off as a new bus driver, you get put on the rubbish route that no one wants. You know, with all the school kids and late night shifts with all the drunkards and stuff. And then when you've been there a long time, then you get to be, you know, put on the better routes. The ones that have been there a very long time, will then have the easy routes. That's how it works. Yeah, a bit like being a taxi driver, isn't it? You know, you earn the most money doing the unsociable hours with drunkards getting in and out your car. If you're not worried about the money, you'll do the day shift stuff, picking up grandma and taking her shopping. Yeah, I wanted to be a coach driver when I was younger. But again, money was okay, but it was just the hours. It was the weekends, evenings. Yeah, so like airport shuttles and stuff, there isn't one from here. But I should imagine like buses out to Heathrow, or like that one doing the Red Arrow, or doing the ones that goes to the airports. Quite an easy one to do, aren't they? So long trips. So you'll do you know, four of those a day and you're done. Aaron, thanks very much for the host. Yeah, a bit like trains, isn't it? You know, some of these routes probably quite nice to do. Others really busy. You're struggling to keep to a schedule. You're chasing yellows all the time. You know, I should imagine the rural Scotland lines are just stunning to be a driver on. Right, so we have Petersfield, Havant, Fratton and Portsmouth to go. On a wet day. It was a bit overcast when I was down this way on Monday. But it wasn't wet, which is quite nice. Yeah, this route's actually not bad. So, you know, 70-80 minute route each way. I don't think there's one that goes all the way to London. I don't think it actually does. I think it just goes, it's just Woking to Portsmouth, isn't it? It doesn't go all the way into London, which is a shame. But we don't get to see whatchamacallit's castle on the way back down either. We go to see Petersfield, but not Rowlands Castle, where we stopped at on the way up. So actually worked out quite well doing the up journey and the back journey. And this evening, back in Germany, in Train Sim World 2. Okay, try not to speed now, going down this hill. A little bit late on the W. I was too busy watching my speed. It's not really a whistle anymore, is it? Put a whistle board out. It's not a whistle, it's a horn. Do you know, it's a conversation we've had before about the hornsel. Oh, speedage. I think this might have been Rowlands. No, that was Liss. We stopped there on the way up, but not on the way back. So if anybody got this train and lived at those, well, you wouldn't get the train, would you? That's just stupid. It's like, yeah, I'm going to get a train that doesn't go to where I want to get off. Wouldn't really make sense. The whistle does go back to that. I know it comes from, but it's not a whistle anymore, is it? It's a horn. But they can't change it because it's always been a whistle board. It will always continue to be a whistle board. So I think it's still written somewhere that you've got to walk, you've got to drive your car with someone holding a red flag in front of you. I don't know what happened to that. Or London taxis have got to carry a bale of hay in the boot of their car. Certain things you can just get change as necessary. Right, slowing down. We're coming down into Petersfield. 1.7 miles to go. So we'll bring our slow down, bring our speed down slowly. It was in my head. It just came the wrong order out with the wordings. Slowing down as we approach Petersfield. Another twain coming the other way. Slow it down, slow it all down. So we're due at 12:01, ETA 12:02. Actually going to arrive about 40 seconds late. It's not bad. I don't think I'd complain if my train was 40 seconds late. That's probably why our trains are just run to the minute. Imagine running a train timetable to the second. I think the Japanese do almost. Right, Petersfield. More of the braking's going on. More of the braking's going on. Within 15 minutes of scheduled Paris class is on time. Something I watched saying that in Japan, if the train's more than, I want to say like 60 seconds late, but I think it's something like 2 minutes late, you can get a card or something you get given whenever you get off the train to show to your boss to explain why you were late for work. If it was like a minute late. Because I just run just on time. I don't have the wrong leaves on the line like we do in the winter. Right, Havant in in the 11.5 miles. That's what I was trying to think of. We got an X at Petersfield, so we're doing well. 2 X's a tick. So we got Havant, Fratton, and Portsmouth to go. And just as we think we're going to build up some speed, nope, we got a 70 coming up. It's the fact that you get a note from the train company to give to your boss to say why you were late. Surely you shouldn't only have like 2 minutes difference between the train arriving and you being at work. Most people would arrive to work, 10 minutes early. So surely that 2 minutes, you should be able to sort of make that up. It shouldn't be right. I start work at 8 a.m. The train arrives at 7:55 a.m. I've got a 4-minute walk from the train to where I work. And I'll be sat at my desk at 8 a.m. It's like, that shouldn't be the case, surely. Have I jacked it in and gone full time? If I did go full time, it wouldn't be for very long. We had this discussion the other day. I think I would be homeless after about a month because I couldn't afford to pay the mortgage. What colour was that light? Hopefully that wasn't a yellow one, because if it was, then I'm completely screwed. I still have a mortgage. Yeah, for the next, 17 years. Oh, it was a green. Okay, we're okay. Yeah, only 17, says Sam. Get the subs to pay it and get a new car and plane lessons. You'll get me confused with, the annoying furry one. Yeah, the rodent. Yes, look. The things that got me where I am, I'll stop doing and block those words in my chat so no one can ask when I'm doing them again. And by the way, thanks for the flash new car, the new kitchen, several new PCs, and look, I bought a plane. And no good talking in my chat because I'll just ignore you. But cheers. Yeah, my mortgage was 30 years when I started it. I don't know why I'm doing 25 to 40. I just wanted, that's the only way I could get a mortgage for the amount I needed a mortgage for. Over the longest period of time that I could, to keep the payments within an amount that I could pay. That's the only way I could do it. A long mortgage to get the payments down. So I got the maximum mortgage that I could get with the money I was earning. And then had to take out a secured loan against the house as well. And that finishes in 15... No. That must be 12 years. Because that was over 25 years. Yeah, I will when this is paid for. So I will retire to the south coast. So whatever I sell this for, I will buy something on the south coast or somewhere south of Ringwood, somewhere within like half an hour of the New Forest and the south coast. That's where I should end up. Right, 7 miles to Havant. Yeah, I had a financial advisor when I did mine. He sorted it all out. I am toying with remortgaging over the same amount, but because I've got so much positive equity, like over 100 grand, I could remortgage and end up paying less than I'm paying for a secured loan and the mortgage at the moment. Right, 5 miles to go to Havant, and then we've got Fratton and Portsmouth to go. I've really enjoyed this line. So tomorrow afternoon there'll be another stream at lunchtime. Don't know what yet. Might do something that I haven't done for a while. Maybe some cooking or some bus mechanic or something. Friday lunchtime will be more Bus Sim 21, carrying on in that. Saturday lunchtime, not sure what yet either. But normal stream this evening will be Train Sim World 2. Tomorrow night is Fishing Sim multiplayer. I looked at that, Stewie. I might actually look and see if I can buy something to do either Saturday or tomorrow. Saturday probably. Yeah, tonight Train Sim World 2. Thursday night is Fishing Sim multiplayer. Not done that before. Friday night is Trucking in ETS2, carrying on in Latvia. Saturday night's probably going to be Golf with Friends. Been on that for a couple of weeks now. And Sunday afternoon back on the farm. And then back to a normal schedule next week, just the evenings. And starting in October, stream times will be reverting to 7 PM during the week, and from next year, from January, I will be scrapping the Saturday lunchtime stream, but everything else stays the same. Have I played Transport Fever? Yeah, I've put content out on Transport Fever. Done some streams on it, I think. Done some YouTube. Yeah, 6.5 hours I've got in it. Do My Summer Car? God no. I tried My Summer Car, just got totally confused by it. I think I did put a video out on YouTube of it. Never be playing that again. quirky. It's odd. I want to find something I can do a series on. I want to find a game that maybe I can do on a Saturday lunchtime and do as a weekly thing. That's the sort of thing I'm looking for. Yes, Sam, the next thing I'll be purchasing for MSFS will be the Twin Otter. I think that'll be the point, or the BAE 146, whichever comes out first. That'll be the point when I'll make a return. I want to see if this latest update breaks MSFS. Because last time I flew, it crashed. I've got like a street cleaning one called Econa City, something like that. City Economy, where you get to drive like a bin wagon and a street cleaner and stuff. Last time I tried to do it, so I haven't actually put any content out on it. The controls are a bit weird, so I never bothered with it. Alright, down to a 40. Into Havant we come. And there's nothing new. I keep looking at new content. Obviously, November is going to be really expensive because we got Forza Horizon 5 and Farm Sim. There's lots of sim airport games. Some of them are quite good, actually. So Farm Sim's going to be a big chunk of the streams for the end of November. So the week it's out, which is 21st, for the whole of that week I'm going to be streaming Farm Sim. But there's also Forza Horizon 5 out in November. So really looking forward to that. Right, into Havant we are. By the time this goes on YouTube, that content will be nearly out. This goes on YouTube the Wednesday before, I think. It should be the Wednesday before Farm Sim releases. So if you're watching this on YouTube, no one's got this far on YouTube, put it this way. But if you have, then Farm Sim's out next week. No, it's getting there. This goes on YouTube the 17th of November. So if I do Train Sim again next Wednesday, that will be going out in December. So the streams I'm doing in September will be going out on YouTube in December. It's not that far away. 3 months. 3 months and 10 days. There's not a giveaway when I'm recording this. I'm really looking forward to Christmas this year. I had a crap Christmas last year, but I'm actually really looking forward to it. I've got 2 weeks off work. I'm going to be streaming every day. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Right, 6 miles from Fratton. And then Portsmouth, and then we are done. Yes, I've got planned something for February. I want to do something quite special for February. I don't know what, I don't know how, where, when, but there's got to be something. Your local co-op has a Christmas display up already, blimey. Or am I doing Christmas Day? I'll be streaming Christmas Day evening. I can't remember what we did last. I think we did farming and something Christmas Day. We did trucking Christmas Eve, I think, last year. I think we did farming on Christmas Day. But I will be here Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. So the only time I won't be streaming is New Year's Eve. I'll be here during the day, New Year's Eve, but not in the eve, because the last couple of years they've just been a disaster because no one's been around, understandably. So I'm just not going to stream at all this year. Right, 5 and a bit miles. Christmas Eve, what a great time of the year. Yeah, it's a Friday. So we'll be doing some Christmas Eve trucking. Maybe not with some tunes, if all the bots are being taken down. Right, then I'm going so slow. Let's speed up. Yeah, that's what I'm toying with doing for trucking. Is just something on in the background. The last couple of trucking streams we've done, there's been no music, which actually has been quite nice. But it depends on who's in the trucking streams as to what conversation's going on. You know, a lot of the youngsters aren't really up on conversation, so it makes it tough. Which is why I'm actually going to start doing a bit more single player stuff. Still do some multiplayer, but I just want to try and put in a bit more single player stuff. So yeah, Train Sim is obviously single player. Thursdays we're doing something fun and multiplayer. Fridays generally been trucking. But yeah, I might make sort of Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday sort of single player stuff. Right, got a 60 coming up. So we slow it down. Well, there will be ways around it. I generally, you know, the only stream we put music on at the moment is trucking, and generally as soon as the stream's over, I delete the VOD anyway, so it doesn't hang around. So unless they're going to start taking stuff down live, then it should be okay. But we'll just find a way around it, I'm sure. We'll just play some copyright-free music. I'm sure there's actually probably some half-decent copyright-free music out there. Yeah, you never get around it completely. I say I understand why it's being done. Tuck's going to whip out his ukulele. Right, we've got 75 coming up down here, then a 40 as we make our way into Fratton. And so this evening, probably a slightly less chilled stream. I do own a guitar, but don't have the talent to play it. Which is why I'm currently looking for a piano. Alright, that's the speed limit change, so we'll take it down to 40. Piano is a lot easier to learn. I can sort of fumble my way around the piano. but I've tried several times over the years, including the guitar I've got downstairs now, to learn to play the guitar, and my brain just can't cope with it. I used to play the French horn when I was at school. Right, the final two stations on the map there, look, Fratton and Portsmouth. And into, I need some WD-40 on that, Sam. Into Fratton we come. I did play the French horn. I think I wanted to play the trumpet and someone beat me to it. So the only brass instrument that was left was the French horn. That's quite squeaky. That's definitely quite squeaky. I've always loved the saxophone. As an instrument, the sound out of a sax is just fantastic. Is it Mark Rivera? I think it's Mark Rivera. Is it Mark Rivera? Billy Joel's sax player is awesome. Yeah, the sax on Baker Street's not bad. Quite cool. Trains going into the sidings over there, look. Parking them up. Yeah, he didn't play it, but it was on Baker Street. Right then, our final destination ahead of us, Portsmouth and Southsea. I was going to go there on Monday, but didn't. Yeah, there was a sax on Baker Street, but Jerry Rafferty didn't play it. You're just thinking about Bud. Go up and there to the view. Alright, Portsmouth and Southsea. Raphael Ravenscroft played the sax on Baker Street. Oh, there we go. And he probably earns a bit of money for that, unless he was just a session saxist. Oh, he doesn't get any money for that then. Bert Whedon, bloody hell. Electrical guitarist along the same sort of lines as Hank Marvin. Oh, blimey, Bert Whedon. Saw a video the other day of Hank Marvin. Still going. The Shadows fame. Right, into Portsmouth. The end of the line. The end of the line. Who was saying... Well, where did that come from? That's a thing. Travelling Wilburys. I've tried several times over the years. I've had a couple of acoustic guitars. I've had electric guitar. I've currently got an acoustic. Electric's easier than acoustic. But so I'm currently looking for a piano. Am I going back to Woking? No, I've been to Woking. We started here. We've gone Woking and then back again. This will be it now, because I'm back again in 3.5 hours' time with more trains. Am I going to watch a countdown? No. I haven't watched Countdown since bloody Richard Whiteley was on it. Spinnaker Tower. So the line does carry on down there towards Portsmouth Harbour. But we are stopping here. Anne Robinson does Countdown. That's another reason not to watch then, isn't it? I don't watch any normal TV. There we go. We have arrived back at Portsmouth, where we started our adventure earlier. We've done Portsmouth to Woking, Woking to Portsmouth. And quite an enjoyable line it is too. And not a bad train for an electrified train with a single window that I never normally like. Hang on. Are we actually going to Portsmouth Harbour then? Oh, we are. Oh, we are going right to the end. Oh, we haven't finished. Hang on, we've got one more stop. Let's go to Portsmouth Harbour then. Oh, we didn't start at Portsmouth Harbour. We started at Portsmouth and Southsea. Oh, happy days. So this line goes right over. There's the where the Spinnaker is. You've got a row of shops along the side of the Spinnaker, and then you've got this tall block here, which just to live in one of those would just be awesome, looking down that row of shop. And then you've got little Tesco Express, normally where I go and get lunch when I'm down that way, because you know, £3 meal deal. And the line runs behind the Tesco Express, which is the thing. What's a football ground? I don't know. It's a football ground, place where overpaid idiots kick a bag of wind around for 90 minutes. Yeah, I used to go down to Southsea several times a year. Did I go last year? Yes, I did go last year. Haven't been this year yet. Anyone I'm bound, it's there. At Southsea, yeah, there's some nice amusements at Southsea. So I was going to go on Monday, so I was down in the New Forest. But had a wander around and thought, just come back down the M27 until I tried to carry on down to Southsea. Then just ended up going back up the M3. That's quite squeaky. That's very squeaky. probably overly squeaky. Is there an IKEA? Not down there. And this is quite literally the end of the line. You can't go any further because you'll get wet. Lost a boat. That's the Victory. The Mary Rose is down here somewhere in a building. Well, you can't really call it the Mary Rose, can you? It's just bits of wood that used to be the Mary Rose. One of the most disappointing things on TV was when that was shown live. We're raising the Mary Rose. And it's like, really? It's just bits of wood that they've got to keep wet permanently or it'll just disintegrate. So they've got to constantly spray it with seawater. HMS Warrior. That's the Warrior, is it? I thought it was the Victory. And here we are then, ending our journey at Portsmouth Harbour, out over the Watter, next to the Spinnaker Tower, which is just there. Smells like victory. Smells like team spirit. So there we go. So this is the end of the line because we can't go any further because we will get literally wet. What a really enjoyable route. Why is it a spinnaker? It doesn't move because it looks like a spinnaker. It's actually quite an impressive as a viewing platform up it. It's quite a nice view out to the Isle of Wight from there. Journey complete. Check your trip summary for details of how you could improve my efforts. Charming. Picked up passengers from 1 out of 8 platforms. No, I didn't. I managed to do it all. It's fine. There we go then. We will end there. Really enjoyed that, actually. It was quite a nice little route there and back. Next stream then, back in 3 hours and 26 minutes time with more trains. But in Train Sim World 2, the Rush Hour, the Liss and DLC thing. So that's back at 6 p.m. Tonight. And then more trains again next Wednesday. So thank you to you lot in chat for keeping me company for the last 2.5 hours. Thank you very much indeed. And also a thanks to this lot, to the moderation team, which was Larwood, Nightbot and Sam. Thank you. So Foxy, Mr. Burns, SimTV and Hawklin, thanks for the follows. And Aaron, thanks very much for the hosting. I will be back then at 6 p.m. tonight for some Train Sim World 2. Until then, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.